Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Scorpio for May of 2013. And this also applies if you have a Scorpio ascendant. So my dear Scorpios, this month, it's your relationships. Everything about your relationships is going to come under really sharp focus. I know that with Saturn being in your sign, many of you are in the process of reinventing yourselves, but particularly the Sun and other planets are shining a light on this house of relationship. Now, for the first 11 days, you've got Venus balancing off the energy in this 7th house. So for those of you wanting a relationship, good time for going into a relationship first 11 days of the month. It's also going to be a very good time with Mars in that house all month for clearing the air. Maybe something needs to be said. Maybe you've been trying to deal with something and just silently suffering. With Mars, your ruler, in that 7th house pretty much all the month, this is a time for speaking out, for being assertive, for going for what you want in a relationship. Also, it may be a time for actually being proactive and going after somebody that you like in a relationship. But it's certainly important that you don't let something go. Don't allow something to fester so that it becomes worse. You allow it to be magnified. Try to deal with things quickly. This month, particularly with Mars in that 7th house, you are going to be able to be very proactive, going after people, chasing up leads. If you need to sell something or sell yourself, that Mars really should push you forward. There can be arguments, there can be disagreements. And Scorpios, for the most part, well, you don't mind facing confrontation. If it's really necessary, you'll face it. And this month, probably going to be necessary in your relationships. All kinds of relationships. Can be your intimate relationship, a work, a friendship, whatever it is. All of the relationships are coming into focus this month. So make sure you have the balance that you want in those relationships. The next part of the month, particularly the last week or so, is going to be a big focus on anything financial. Then you'll get a break from all this relationship stuff. Then it's the finances, it's the money. It's looking at what you're doing with your money, how you're spending your money, how you're budgeting your money. Also a possibility with all these planets, particularly Venus in this 8th house, the last week of the month particularly, with Jupiter and Mercury and Sun there as well, could mean a windfall coming from somebody else. Somebody wanting to sponsor you, help you financially, maybe invest in an idea that you have, but certainly some possible opportunities coming in financially. You need to watch as well with Jupiter in that house that somebody isn't actually taking money from you. Could be a bank charging you bank charges, could be a utilities company overcharging you, but somebody may be overcharging you somewhere and the money's just going out. So keep an eye on that and make sure you've got a good handle on that for yourself. With Pluto in your 3rd house, Scorpios, it's a wonderful time for anything concerning research, anything that involves delving further in. And it's actually square to this Uranus in your 6th house. So maybe you need to do some research about the kind of work you're involved with, the people you're involved with. Maybe you need to look at it more deeply. And there could be some surprises. Uranus does bring surprises in the work area, changes, and you may have to learn, Scorpios, not to be quite so fixed and quite so resistant to change, because there's probably going to be a few changes for you in the workplace environment. So there you have it, my dear Scorpios. Enjoy the relationships this month, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you to those of you who sign up for my free newsletter, who come for readings. I'm always delighted to hear from you. Bye for now.